Here's a history lesson. China stood up to British gunboats, Japanese imperialism, US embargoes. You think these tariffs scare them? Please.
Mr. Vance, you called Chinese people peasants. Let me tell you what that word means to us. In China, a peasant is someone who works the land with their hands, feeds a family through hard work, and lives with values like honesty, loyalty, and kindness. Maybe we didn't have a chance to go to top schools, but don't confuse lack of opportunity with lack of intelligence. Because when we do get the chance, we become the ones building your AI chips in Silicon Valley, leading global tech companies and pushing the edge of innovation. While you are busy labeling us, we are busy building high-speed trains, world-leading 5G networks, and space programs that make headlines around the world. You used an outdated word with an outdated mindset to describe a country you clearly don't understand. And here's the twist. The peasants you mock, they are also one of your biggest creditors. China holds a big chunk of US debt, so yeah, the peasants you talk down to, you actually owe them. So the next time before you speak, ask yourself this. What kind of leader mocks people for being hardworking and honest? Isn't that more of a reflection on you than on them? In our culture, peasant means roots, the strong roots that hold up a nation reaching for the stars.
We have a phrase in Chinese, it's 把你卖了还帮人数钱. It's a phrase to describe someone who's not very intelligent. It means like your so-called friend sold you out and you're helping him counting the cash that he sold you for. I feel like that describes the situation in the US perfectly. And of course, this is Trump and his followers. I cannot imagine for the rest of the US how frustrating that is.
China's response has always been standing up to the bully. China's not backing down. They've been there before. Counter tariffs, check. Diversifying trade, check. Just look at China's strong trading relationship with the ASEAN, with Africa, and with the EU. Tech self-sufficiency, check. Huawei, SMIC, EVs, and DeepSeek, they're moving fast. Here's a history lesson. China stood up to British gunboats, Japanese imperialism, US embargoes. You think these tariffs scare them? Please. Number 8. Trump made America become this whimsical power where rules are for you, not for me. Between 2001 and 2016, US CEOs loved China's cheap labor. They loved it. Apple's profits soared while Foxconn workers assembled iPhones for $2 an hour. Western media called China a sweatshop, remember? But who pocketed these profits? Wall Street. Now fast forward to 2024, now that China makes EVs, solar panels, and chips, suddenly free trade is unfair. The truth is, America rewrites rules when it stops winning. Remember when the US preached comparative advantage? Now it is advantage me or I tariff you. So there you have it, Trump's tariff circus, bad mathematics, worse economics, and the global shakedown. The only thing reciprocal here is the pain, hurting Americans, alienating allies, and destabilizing trade, except for the wealthy elites cashing in on the chaos.
I'm telling you, these countries are calling us up, kissing my ass. They are dying to make a deal. Please, sir, make a deal. I'll do anything, sir.
So here's the problem with that is that they're not returning the phone calls. Like Donald Trump has long talked about the fact that this is going to be short-term pain for long-term gain. But there's reporting out that the countries that are calling him back to apparently kiss his ass are not getting return calls. Nobody's actually hearing back from him to negotiate. So is there a negotiation going on? The answer is this was never about negotiating these deals. It's about tanking the market. It's about personal benefit. It is about getting more wealth into the pockets of billionaires. They haven't had enough chance to buy up a lot of these assets while everything is tanking, but they will. They'll get a couple more days, a couple more weeks, and then magically all of these things will be negotiated in very small margins that won't actually meaningfully impact our economy, but the transfer of wealth will be complete.
The whole world owes China a thank you. Back when Trump was waving around the tariff stick like a bully, trying to force the world into submission, only China stood firm, facing the US tariffs head on. China responded with strong, decisive countermeasures, never backing down. After the US stock market crashed, Trump backed off, imposing a 125% tariff on Chinese goods, while the other countries only got 10%. He even came up with this 90-day truce. It was China's toughness that helped the global stock market recover, and it brought some temporary peace to the trade situation. Over 70 countries called Trump to ask for peace, but he just mocked them, saying, "Kiss my ass." The US vice president even insulted China, calling it a peasant country, which was way too much. China has already stood tall, and the world needs to unite and fight against this tyrannical madness to protect the fair trade. Do you agree with me?
Your enemy is within. It's not China with their cheap stuff. It's not Canada with their delicious maple syrup. The enemy has come from the monopolization, the corporatization of everything in the US. From there being only 3 buyers for all the beef in the US, so farmers don't have a choice and have to accept the prices given to them by their Brazilian overlords, to the housing that has all been bought up by corporations and foreign investors for speculation and storing cash. While your wages went up with inflation, so you could still continue to buy the cheap stuff because that was coming from China and everywhere, you couldn't afford to buy houses and education, healthcare. When those costs skyrocketed, your wages didn't go up with that. But those things went up, not because of China and Canada. They went up because of corporatization, because of monopolization. So if you want to get things back to the way they were when they were better, then you attack the real enemy. The real enemy is the giant corporations that have offshored to placate you with cheap stuff so that they could raise the prices and take control of everything else, squeeze farmers, squeeze workers, but keep amused with cheap stuff. There is room for manufacturing in the US, but it has to be done with infrastructure spending and training. It has to be high-tech, high-quality goods, not all the stuff they make in China, although they're starting to make all the good stuff too. Make sure you like and comment, follow, repost this.
We all know that tipping is getting out of hands in the United States. But am I too crazy to think that the tariff that United States demand are just like tipping?
Now you're seeing what Trump's trying to do. He's trying to destroy China. Because if you break the Chinese economy, you put America back on top.
Do you know how lame you've got to be to see other people prosper and the first thing you think of is, you know what, I cannot do better than them. For us to be on the same level, I need to destroy them. That's straight out of the white man's playbook. What are you talking about? What part of the US did China destroy to be where they're at? What part of the US did China destroy to be where they're at? They're doing what they're supposed to do. Why don't you do the same thing? Just do better. So what this man is saying here is that the only way the US can be great is by destroying other nations. And he's being proud of it. Y'all keep on telling everybody that hard work will get you far in life. Why don't you put in work? Why are you trying to destroy another country's economy to make yourself feel better? Yo, this is lame. This is lame. Like, you can't compete? This is why they got rid of DEI, because the white man cannot compete in a fair game.
Appreciate that you watched this extent. Thank you so much for being here. I hope this compilation was beneficial to you as it was for me. Thank you so much for being here. We are learning a lot. There's a lot to unpack. There's a lot happening, and people aren't tired, analyzing, thinking, giving their point of view on things that are happening right now. We are wondering what could be the way forward, but also we have to admit that China has been able to accomplish a lot. That's why it has its stand and it knows what it stands for. And we are here witnessing the development that China has been able to accomplish through a short span. And we are here to simply appreciate the move that China is doing. I am appreciating personally, because the kind of languages that are being used to weigh them down, and they are still standing firm and strong. It shows that they have clear boundaries and they know what they believe in. And here Good luck, China. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. And also for the people in America who are standing for the truth. What else to say? Big thank you. Thank you for standing for what is right, what you believe in. And yeah, thank you so much for being here. Like the video as well, subscribe, share your thoughts in the comment section, and let us know how did you find this compilation. Was it beneficial to you? Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Let's interact.